Hi Tappers! Today's topic is quite the conundrum and possibly one of my most important video series that I've created. We talk a lot about resolving past trauma with EFT, and we know that works almost unbelievably well. But what about current trauma, reoccurring trauma, something that you could clear but it would fill right back up? How can EFT help then? Through this past almost 2 years now, I have spoken with counselors, doctors, nurses, families, teachers, etc., and they are tired. And it's not over. But this is bigger than that. We have EMTs, military, hospice care, other service branches that constantly put themselves in a place of experiencing trauma, and they call it going to work. Does EFT have anything for all of them? And what about those who experience trauma on a daily basis who don't have a choice in it? Do you remember my video on dissociation and the various ways that a person can dissociate? This is where dissociation is a gift and a survival technique, but it has two sides. Dissociation is a way to detach, but if one goes too deep, it can be hard to return. If you allow it to take over, it detaches everything. It doesn't differentiate good from bad, even if the good would help you stay stronger. But just as consciousness can influence the subby if you know how to speak to it, dissociation as well can shift into a most powerful ally. The power in dissociation lives in the subby, so we collaborate by utilizing one of its strengths. The subby thrives in habits and rituals. You likely have multiple rituals that you're not aware of. How you shower, how you brush your teeth, your drive to work, how you exercise, and so on. If you have a bedtime routine, it's likely when you begin it that your body starts to relax, you might yawn, your eyes feel heavy, and as you do your nightly ritual, your subby has been trained to recognize your habits of what you're doing right before bed, and it begins the complicated inner process of balancing you to prepare you for sleep to support your habit. Now, habits can be good or bad, but we aren't going to go into that in this video. We are focusing in on what habits we can use to engage EFT and the subby together to keep the cup empty when trauma is constant and likely. We are going to use a modified version of the box technique to accomplish this. The box technique is a way to regain empowerment and governing say over something overwhelming. It is typically used as a way to begin to face something so intense it's been dissociated very, very deeply or very, very, very far away. We are going to utilize it in 3 different ways. 1, to protect against what may be coming. 2, to compartmentalize life so that not all places are numb and hurting. And 3, to regain governing control over you and create a safe space, even if a physical one doesn't currently exist. These can take on endless forms and be catered to you exactly, which is something I can't do in the video. So I will give you some examples to help you begin to form it for yourself. Today we will talk about the first step, to protect against what may be coming. So let's say you're a nurse in an ER. You are about to go in for a shift. You are likely to see people in some gruesome situations and their grieving family members. This would overwhelm anyone. The dissociation is inevitable. So instead of it happening at the end, this is where we control it. You choose to dissociate now, ahead of time. So tap and choose how it works for you. You can tap on armor that allows all of the faculties that you need out, but nothing penetrates in. You can tap yourself into another dimension, leaving your home life safe in a different one while you go work out in another. Maybe you go lay down in a tube, like in the movie Avatar, and your consciousness goes into another body, and you go to work there, maybe even on another planet if you want. It is important to do everything you can to convince your subby with all of your faculties of this other reality as much as you can. So be specific on the details of your ritual. I'll go forward with the armor idea. So is your armor a color? How heavy is it? What temperature is it as it goes on? Is it above or under your clothes? How does it cover things like your eyes and your mouth where you need to see and breathe? What does it smell like? If you were to taste it, what would it taste like? Does it shift on you as you put it on? Meaning, does it turn your emotions more robotic, or do parts of you come forward like a warrior type feeling as you apply it? So take your time and really allow yourself to sink into this visual and create a strong ritual. And then when you return home, you reverse it. You take your time taking it off, seeing all the spots where things tried to get in through your day, but your armor blocked them. And feel gratitude for how it worked. Feel relief for how you feel protected and able to let it all off, to take it all off now. Work on what scenario feels right for you. And as always, you can reach out to me if I can assist you in any way. We will go over the second topic and aspect of this tool in the next video. I'll see you soon.